Hunter x Hunter is a very interesting story, a very interesting series. A lot of people are respected and they say it's one of the best Shonen Jump series of all time, and the fans really enjoy it. And one of the reasons why I enjoy it personally is because of the different Nen abilities. They're so interesting, they're so unique, and I want to say this, there's a lot of abilities that actually scare me, how powerful they are. Like, you put that in an actual situation and yo, it could be crazy. So I definitely want to make a video on the top 5 broken Hunter x Hunter abilities. Now, if you do see abilities that are not there that you think are broken, put in the comment section. I will say this, there's a lot of crazy abilities that deserve a spot here, but I wanted to give my personal opinion on this, and I want to see the difference between my list and your guys' list. So I'm definitely hyped to say these crazy abilities, yo, they're very, very broken. The first ability I want to talk about is actually by Knov. And you're probably thinking, wow, Mac, you're talking about Knov, the character who was shook of Shia Poof's end, who pretty much was rendered useless in the actual Khmer Ant arc. Now, yes, a lot of people like to make jokes about Knov and his fear, but I want to say this, yo, yes, the bald-headed character did show a lot of fear, but he has a very hacked, OP, overpowered ability. He's a conjurer, and his ability, hide and seek, pretty much, yo, he can create portals, and he can actually be in a different dimension, not even in reality, in a different dimension, planning, doing crazy stuff. We know we helped Netero train in this different dimension, and we had a bunch of the Khmer Ant arc characters who were trying to take out the king were just chilling in there. We also know that his most devastating attack is Scream. Yeah, he has an offensive attack called Scream where he creates portals between his hands, and he pretty much can have like half your body in a different dimension, and he can pretty much kill you so easily. So definitely Scream is a very hacked, crazy ability, and like, yes, Knov is not the most powerful character, and I believe that's why Togashi gave Scream to Knov, because he didn't want it to have imagine Scream with a very powerful character when it comes to ability wise. Like, that would be impressive, crazy, and very overpowered. So he gave it to Knov, and I think it's a very broken ability. The next ability I want to talk about really quickly is by I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna pronounce his name right, but Meloreon. That's why I call him Meloreon. I'm not too sure how you pronounce it, to be honest. Someone in the comment section help me out because I'm butchering his name. Yes, but the chameleon, I want to say this, he's a specialist, and it kind of surprised me when I first knew that he was a specialist, but his ability is so crazy. Perfect plan. Pretty much, he's not just invisible with his ability, he's able to make you not smell him, not hear him, or not detect him by end. It's a crazy hacked ability, and we know he went even to the point of which he can actually make another person have the same ability as him. Now, there was restrictions because he can only hold his breath for a minute, and he has to hold his breath for this ability to work. But imagine, he was planning to take up Meloreon with this ability, so I definitely believe it's a very hacked ability, and I gotta give it some credit. It's amazing. Now, the next ability I want to talk about is by Chrollo, and I'm probably thinking, whoa, Chrollo's ability, is that even broken? I will say this ability is so broken that it has so many restrictions on it that, like, it's crazy. So I definitely want to discuss his ability. He's a specialist, of course, skill, hunter, bandit, secrets, so definitely it's a crazy ability that's able to steal Hatsus. And yes, there's a lot of similar abilities to Chrollo's. We recently saw some stuff in the manga, but he steals your Hatsu, and you can't really use your Hatsu, and we've seen that a lot of restrictions are on this. In his book Bandit Secrets, he has so many different abilities. That's why I call it such a hacked ability or broken ability. And first of all, there's a lot of rules to this. He must witness your Nen ability first, then he has to ask about your Nen ability and you have to answer, and then thirdly, you have to he has to get the victim's palm and touch the book Bandit Secrets, and it has to be done within an hour. So it definitely has a lot of crazy restrictions to actually steal abilities, but his book has so many different abilities. That's why I call it broken. It's hype indeed. I actually did a whole video on this character, Netero. Yes, Isaac Netero, who's an enhancer, surprisingly. A lot of people don't understand why he's an enhancer, but he's an enhancer who uses emission and manipulation techniques. We know he uses emission for the statue, and he uses manipulation to move the statue. But, like, let's be honest here. He trained a lot. Like, if he didn't train that crazy, this ability wouldn't be broken. But the fact that he trained a lot, maybe that's the reason why it's so broken. But he has a huge statue that he manipulates, and it's crazy because since he's so epically fast with his speed of sound greatness, it makes the ability so shocking. Like, that's the only reason why Meloreon was actually able to defeat Netero. Well, not really defeat Netero, but stop his ability, was because he was playing Komugi in those crazy intense battles. And last but not least, certainly not least, least, I have to mention Alluka, Nanika, something. Let's be honest here. She can grant anyone wish. Like, there's no limits to her wishes. Like, she could do pretty much anything. That's what's so scary about her. Now, there has been information that she is actually from the Dark Continent. Well, not her, but Nanika is from the Dark Continent. And I definitely want to say this. 3 requests. That's all you have to do, yo. Grant her 3 requests and you get a wish. But the thing is, if your wish is so crazy, the next person who has the 3 requests, it's going to be a very hard 3 requests, to the point at which they actually will risk their life and their loved one lives. Yeah, depending on the difficulty, the next request will be very crazy. And if you decline it 4 times, you're done. Your loved one is done. Like, we see one person, they declined and they had 65 loved ones out of there. Bye-bye. They're done. They're gone. And I definitely want to say this. There is the bright side of it. If someone fails the request, it returns back to an easy level, so the requests are going to be very easy. And we've seen that it's honestly, Killua has a lot of special things when it comes to Nanika and Alluka. There's a lot of rules to it, but he has special privileges. So I definitely believe that Killua and Alluka together is a very hacks, crazy tag team. But we know that he's not trying to use Alluka like that a lot. But definitely, I think that she is very hacks, overpowered, and incredible in skill. But tell me your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think the top 5 broken abilities are in Hunter x Hunter? I want to read all you guys' comments because I love reading you guys' comments, putting down your opinions down in the comment section. You guys see me responding, yo. And I'll tell you right now, yo, Hunter x Hunter has so many different Nen abilities that I probably left out a certain broken ability that deserves it more than some of these here. But these are just for 5 for me. Like and share if you enjoyed. Like and share only if you enjoyed. And subscribe for more Hunter x Hunter content. I'm NenMac and I'm gone.